Honest J. Nowak. Oh yeah.
A pleasure to meet all at last, and welcome back to Honest J. Nowak. And now, for today's little topic that I pretty much have here to bring along, I really do feel like I should take a break here, but first things first. Tons of new topics are coming around, and I'd just like to point out really quickly that they're still quite abundant. Ideas are always going to be coming over, so I pretty much don't really have to worry about running out of them anytime soon. So now, it's time for me to go ahead and introduce something new to talk about here in HJN. And in this one in particular, I pretty much just like to go on ahead and simply talk a little bit about, well, idioms. This is in fact one of those times where I feel like I should go ahead and address some of these things out there. Idiometric sentences, of course, can be confusing to many of us out here nowadays, especially because in the ways that the internet works today, we do not joke about someone in their background. We do not utilize something comedic to try and sugarcoat the whole ordeal that we are in fact going to be going through together as a whole entire human race. We do not implement anything at all that is generally associated with fun in a situation like what we're having right now. Because if any sort of media out there regarding television shows, films, books, songs, and all that good stuff, in case none of those things have made it clear to you at any point in time, we are not going to be playing fun and games anytime. Probably forever. Because after all, the year is not 2004. The year is not 2009. The year is not 1944. The year is not 1830. The year is not 1625. The year is not 1155. It's 2020 AD. Although realistically, I could just call it how old the universe actually is. There is no God. There is nothing out there that made the entire universe existent other than the Big Bang. It's not a theory. So that television show is pretty much rightfully canceled. I hope it stays canceled too, because it's not a Big Bang theory, it's a Big Bang fact. None of us were alive when it happened, but we do know for sure that it actually happened. We got the minds all over the place. But in the case of idioms, this is in fact no joke. Idioms do come in all sorts of different combinations and mixtures of different words. I mean, I hear a lot of things out like, that's the way the donkey dances, that's the way the cookie crumbles, you've got guts, I came unglued, let me give you brain. There's hundreds of them. I mean, there's actually whole books that I used to read back in elementary school all about this kind of stuff. And I do feel almost embarrassed just to know that they still exist today. I mean, who would in their right mind would consider comedic relief just to pretty much keep the pressure off our backs? We need this kind of pressure. We need this kind of stuff to learn what we're doing wrong. We don't need comedy in any ways. We don't need a lot of this kind of stuff just to get by here and there. Comedy might come in handy for some people out there, but if you're serious about a lot of things happening in real life like I am, then well, let's just take it into perspective. I am in fact the type of person who you might occasionally hear a joke from here and there, but these kinds of jokes are carefully coordinated as much as possible, because in today's generation it's unpredictable and it's a super complex society that we're currently living in together as one. The human race has billions of people living on this entire planet of Earth itself. We may not have any colonies situated on Mars or Venus for decades to come, and even worse, we might not have a lot of things that we were originally promised to have. That's so disappointing. I mean, a lot of films and television shows, even commercials, left and right, have given us a lot of opportunities in the future. And we just simply put those things to waste. I mean, Either we do them or we don't. But bottom line, idioms, of course, is just one of those things that really confuses me. And with all the different variations that we currently have existent, it makes me wonder who even came up with those in the first place. Who invented comedy? Who came up with a way of entertainment like stupid little jokes out there that are like that? I guess we'll never know for sure. So I guess, no pun intended, but the joke's on me. Yeah. It's not that funny, I know. So that's kind of the reason why I'm going to be signing off for now. And you know what? I'll probably have another HJN episode going up at some point. But until then, if you want to see more, go down to my channel. Make sure that you like, subscribe, comment, follow me on social media, and stay on the Hollywood side.